Hello friends, today our topic is effects of drugs on sports performance. Effects, consequences or cause of a relationship between a part and a whole is called of drugs, a medicine or other substance which has a physiological effect into the body is called drugs. On physically in contact, sports performance means sports performance is a manner in which sports participation is measured. Introductions means an action of introducing something or establishment or a formal presentation is known as introduction. Drugs are used as life-saving as well as life-threatening chemicals. Means medicines are used as intended to save a person's life, especially from illness or injury. With equal reason, a life-threatening is a very serious one that can cause death. Chemicals means either be of a pure substance or a mixture of substances. The sportsperson uses these drugs to increase their performance. Someone who plays sports, especially one who plays it well, utilized drugs to improve their show in games and sports. International Olympic Council has recommended only naturally sources of diet for sports performance. Means IOC suggested to consume only in accordance with the natural food for sports activity. Drugs are of various types which are used as doping agents. Means medicine has many kinds or categories which are utilized as doping agent. Mean an impurity or impure element that is introduced into a chemical material to alter its original electrical or optical properties. The following drugs are used by sports persons for enhancing their performance. Means coming after the medicines are utilized by someone who plays games and sports for increasing their show. Drugs used. Drugs are of various types which are used as doping agents. Means medicine has many kinds or categories which are utilized as doping agent. Mean an impurity or impure element that is introduced into a chemical material to alter its original electrical or optical properties. Drugs are used by sportsperson for enhancing their performance. Means coming after the medicine or utilized by someone who plays games and sports for increasing their show. Stimulants means a substance that raises the levels of physiological or nervous activity in the body. These are chemicals which have direct effect over central nervous and cardiovascular systems. Means a chemical substance is a form of a matter having chemical compositions and characteristics properties which have direct cause over the complex of nerve tissues that controls the activities of the body. It comprises the brain and spinal cord and cardiovascular system that permits blood to circulate. These drugs improves workout ability by the reducing the feeling of fatigue. Means these medicine do better vigorous physical training and lessen the reaction of tiredness. These drugs are used to increase endurance and speeds. Means stimulant are used by the sports person to improve endurance. Means the ability of something to last to withstand wear and tear, and speed means is the quickness of the players. Narcotics. Narcotics, a drug that relieves pain and induces dizziness or insensitivity, is called narcotics. They are good painkillers, mean narcotics are excellent drugs for decreasing dull feeling. They are used during training period to remove the feeling of restlessness and tiredness. Means narcotics drugs are utilized during the preparation of some task in sports to get the relief from the anxiety and fatigue. They are also found in cough syrups and painkillers, means narcotics drugs are have been discovered in cough syrups, means consumed for relieving from cough or soothing irritated throats, and painkiller means a drug or a medicine utilized for relieving pain. A drug or other substance that affects mood or behavior and is consumed for non-medical purposes, especially one sold illegally. Mean narcotics drugs are consequences a temporary state of mind or feeling and is eaten or used not medical care motive mainly obtained not according to authorized law. Steroids, a type of drug used to relieve swelling and inflammations, it also reducing the activity of the immune systems. These are very strong chemicals which are used by players during training periods. Means these are highly powerful substances consisting of liquid, solid, gas are utilized by sportsperson during the preparation for particular purpose. These are very effective for the development of speed, power and strength activities. Means steroids are successfully for the growth of speed. Speed means quickness. Power means amount of energy. And along with strength, the quality of being physical strong and activities means workout. Growth hormones, a growth hormones which stimulates growth in animal or plant cells, especially that secreted by the pituitary gland. These are usually animals hormones or proteins used for increasing the muscle mass, height and size of body. Means the growth hormones are used by the sports persons, mostly extracted from animals or used for making the muscles strong, increase their size and increase dimensions of the body. Beta blockers, beta blockers cause your heart to beat more slowly and with less force, which lowers blood pressures. Beta blockers are used by the players for reducing anxiety in games that involve concentration and risk. Beta blockers are utilized by the sports person to decrease the anxiety, means a feeling of worry, nervousness about something and uncertain outcome. That include concentration, means the action or power of focusing all one's attention, and danger in the games and sports. These are generally used by shooters, jumpers and motor racing players. Means beta blockers are commonly utilized by the shooters, means those who taking part in archery or in shooting. Jumpers, those who taking part in long jump, high jump and triple jump. And motor racing means the sports of racing motor vehicles, especially cars. Diuretic means all diuretics increase the excretion of water from bodies, although each does so in distinct way. These drugs are used by the sports person for reducing the body weight. Means diuretics drugs are used by one who takes part in games and sports for decreasing the body mass. These drugs are generally used by wrestlers, judo and boxing players. Means diuretic drugs are commonly consumed by wrestlers. A person who takes part in wrestling, judo, it is generally known as a martial art. Boxing players means a practice of fighting with the fist, especially with padded gloves. These drugs increase urine secretions, means diuretic, rise the level of the pale yellow slightly acid fluid extracted by the kidneys. These drugs reduce the natural appetite, which may lead to malnutrition, undernutrition and body fainting. Mean diuretics decrease the hunger, which is there possibility of deficiency in person intake of energy. Under nutritions means insufficient intake of energy to meet an individual, insufficient intake of energy to meet individual needs to maintain good health, and partial or complete loss of consciousness. Thanks and have a nice day.